Whoa, it's been a long time, man. It's hard since manage like two other YouTube channels. I got a vlogging channel and I got a gaming channel. And with my gaming channel, all I'm doing is streaming. Because there was one time on my gaming channel which I was doing recorded playthroughs. That's all I would do, and then I was splitting them up into like, let's say 5, 10, or even 15-minute intervals. And while the streaming game has been very, very trendy as of late, I've been streaming, so that's what my gaming channel is primarily is. I'm going to be streaming right here on YouTube. I did a Twitch thing, and I think you have to work a little bit hard just to have followers on Twitch, since after, I cease and desist my old channel, and then I'm kind of starting all over on Twitch though. But since I got more people here on YouTube on my gaming channel, I'm just gonna stream on YouTube. I get more views on YouTube. So anyway, I got my vlogging channel. Yes, that's something. Anyway, right here I want to share little something. Fallout New Vegas. And a lot of people may like it. A lot of people like it, actually, if you enjoy Fallout 3. Let me tell you a story. When I was playing Fallout 3... Sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles. When I was playing Fallout 3, I didn't really care for it as much, until I started playing it. And I sort of got used to the mechanics of it. But when a little birdie, this is my friend Eric, he told me about Fallout 3. I was like, it's not my type of game, That's why I told him, which I said that without even checking the game out, really, because I knew what kind of games he liked, first-person shooters and, like Resistance. And, that was back in the days when first-person shooters was actually fun. First-person shooters are fun, but back in the PS3 era, man, you had Resistance, you had, wow, I forgot the name of the video game, shit. I had it on my PS Vita. It was actually a launch title, damn. Killzone, that is. it was Killzone. But anyway, he was telling me about Fallout 3. And, he buttered me up onto the franchise that Bethesda Softworks made. And I played it. And he taught me how to level up your character properly and what to expect and how to build up your character, which I already said that already. I was like, oh wow, this game got tons of story, and I love game with a story. The hell? Oh, I love a game. There's a notification on my phone. I love games with an intricate story that you can follow and you can just appreciate and care about your character that you're playing as. And I must have. Oh man, I was infatuated with Fallout 3, man. Fallout 3 was actually my first Fallout game that I ever played. I never really been, what's the word I'm looking for? I haven't been able to appreciate the first and second Fallouts by Obsidian. But Fallout New Vegas is my first Obsidian game. Actually, I thought it was made by Bethesda, but it was only it was published by Bethesda, but it was actually developed by Obsidian. So that's Fallout New Vegas. And I was like, oh wow, this is different, it's on the side that I was brought up and grew up and shit. It was it's not in California, but it was in like Nevada. But it's on the West Coast, and I'm from the West Coast. I was born in Oakland, California. That's where I grew up most of the time until I was 13. Then we moved from Oakland to Paso. See, like my mom, she's in the military, well, a civilian worker from the military, Army to be exact. And yeah, man, we moved around a lot. So we went from Oakland, California to Paso Robles, California. We spent, oh wow, from 7th grade middle school to 8th. So like, I don't know, like 1.5 year. Or maybe 2. Yeah. Because when we went there, Paso Robles, I was in 7th grade. Had to transfer over from Calvin Simmons Middle School in Oakland to Flamson Middle School in Paso Robles in my 7th year of school. So, yeah. And then after I graduated middle school, it sucks that I couldn't go to high school in Paso Robles because all my friends was crossing over to that school that I have met, I have developed. It's man, I don't know. And then we moved to Frederick, to the East Coast, you know, but I don't know. That's a different story for a different day. And then, what the hell? Somebody went to the bathroom. I just heard the door crack. Anyway, so I'm pretty familiar with the West Coast, you know. Even though the setting of New Vegas was in Nevada and a little bit from Colorado, because that's when Caesar's Legions in, or excuse me, Caesar's Legion is. that always made me chuckle of how they butcher Caesar's name, because you know it's like 2000 fucking what time frame of year that Fallout is. 2077, but that's like when the bomb dropped. Anyway, you know how they don't know prehistory of pre-America or whatever, the history of pre-America before the bomb dropped. You know, they butchered some words or some names or whatnot, and they thought Caesars were Caesar anyway. But when I played Fallout New Vegas and I got towards the final boss, and it was Lanius, Legate Lanius, and that bitch, when I fought him, he played like a final boss. He was, unless I had sucky weapons, and his health bars, oh wow, it depleted not that much. It was a good 15-20 minute fight until I killed him. I was like, yes, you know that feeling when you battling a boss and you get that sign of relief, like, oh my God, yes, I beat him. But let's give you a backstory. I went, okay, this podcast is shortly cited by the Fallout Wiki. Alright, I just want to just share this with you, because I always want to know exactly the backstory of Lanius. Alright, Legate Lanius, also known as the Monster of the East, is Caesar's second legate, living in the Legate camp in 2281. He is the final boss in Fallout New Vegas in 3 endings and one of the main antagonists of the game. Alright? Race, human Caucasian. He's a male, of course. Height, 1.15, I think it's like kilometers. I think he's like 6'4", 6. I think he's a tall individual, but I'm not sure about what this number is in kilometers. I think it is. I don't know, kilometers. I don't know. He is second in command of Caesar, the Ace of Clubs. That's his nickname, really. He holds the rank of legate. He hails from Legate Camp. I think Fortification Hill, like the bunker, and the Hoover Dam. Well, not the bunker, but you know, the hill of the Legion main HQ. All right, he's missing Honest Hearts and Lonesome Road. Now, let me tell you about this. I've never played the DLCs. Back in them days, I was very cheap, and I'm still cheap. I was like, I ain't buying no DLC. That's the mind frame of how I was thinking back then. Like, oh, look, Fallout New Vegas got DLCs, which I already knew that was going to happen because I bought the DLCs for Fallout 3. You know, but like New Vegas, the only thing I cared about was the main story. I didn't care about the DLCs for New Vegas. I don't know why. Anyway, he's very aggressive. His confidence level is foolhardy. He helps nobody out when it comes to assistance. He's pretty strong with a special of 9 strength, 8 perception, 8 endurance, 7 charisma, 6 intelligence, agility 7, and luck is 7. His hit points is 845 to 920, so he's pretty strong and buffed out, really. His damage, I think what's DT mean? I don't know what DT. I know DP, damage points, but I don't know what the T means in DT. I don't know. It's set to 19. Red resistance is 100. Poison resistance is 100. Fire resistance is 85. So he's pretty buffed out for the moment. I'm like, shit, no wonder he's tough. His tag skills, legendary badass, melee weapons, 99 to 100. So he hits with like melee weapons almost close to being perfect. That's 100 points. Guns is the same as melee weapons, 95 to 100. Unarmed is 97 to 100. Wow. And he's top level, 15 of 30, like leveling. Player level times 1.30. If you can calculate that shit, I think somebody's white going to, calculate his level that is closely calculated with the players. So, like, if you're lower level, let's say you're a 15 and he's a 30. Come on now, that's not even a fight. That's like a murder. if you lower levels trying to defeat him. I guess I was a lower level trying to compete him. If I did all the main story quests first and just like forgot about the side quests, because it's an RPG. You have to do the side quest. The side quest is always there just to buff out your character. So when you play the main character, you'll be leveled up from the side quest so you can survive with the main quest once you go head to head with the final boss, And, if you play some of the main quests, you level up that way too, though, but not as much. The side quests is only there for side stories to figure out and discover and also beef up your character, alright? And that's a picture of Lanius without his helmet, and he looks like a cowboy with his beard and shit. Man, that's the actor that plays Legate in this game. He's voiced by Miss Lewis. Well, see, this character fit him like a glove, really, because every word that he says off the script of what he's trying to make you visualize. You've seen him when you play the game, though, but he makes you feel like you are talking to Legate Lanius, and he looks normal without his mask. Actually, he looked like a Confederate Army commander of the Civil War. With that, like the Lemmy beard from Motorhead, but he got the soul patch on his. I think he has a soul patch on his chin. But anyway, wow, his quote underneath his picture: "We shall see how brave you are." Shit, goddamn. Let's start over. We shall see how brave you are when you nailed to the walls of Hoover Dam. Your body. God damn, I can't even. Sorry. I got a lot of snot in my throat. God damn. Anyway, we shall see. Fuck it. Anyway. Oh man. So, you know, this motherfucker have all the shit to be a badass, a good boss, a good second in command commander if Caesar died. I think Caesar did die when you helped Mr. House formulate his plans, you know, to awaken those Securitrons, you know. But yeah, I'm just saying that he was a bitch to beat if you fought him. I'm talking about Legate Lanius. He is a bitch, but the best thing to beat him is to talk him. Yeah, I said that. You gotta talk him. You just have to talk him. Oh man, you have to do the war of words with him, and then eventually he'll like wander off, and then you won't see him again. All right. I mean, you can kill him and, you know, get his mask and his weapon, but you have to be so leveled up and get some good weapons on you that when you fight him, he'll be a breeze. You know. I saw Oxhorn on YouTube, and he defeated him like with ease. I'm like, oh shit. I think, because now that I think about it, I think I wasn't that powered up, you know, as a level, and I think my weapons, I thought it was good, but it wasn't. You know, to take them on. But anyway, that's it. This little video podcast, whatever. I just want to share my thoughts on Legate Lanius, the boss from hell. I'm not going to edit this video too much, like chop up the audio. No, I'm just going to let it just flow off my back and just like put it up there with some nice pictures and stuff like that, you know. Anyway, if you like this little video, hit that like button. So it'd be awesome if you would ring that bell so you never miss another video. I'm also on iTunes. If you can go over there and subscribe to my iTunes channel over there, it would be appreciated. Peace out, man.